Hey guys, Elizabeth here from The College Housewife. Fall is finally in swing and I am so excited to get cozy and light all of my seasonal candles, but most importantly, I am so excited to finally make an apple pie. Today we're gonna do a classic apple pie, but put a little spin on it with a bunch of chai spices. It's warm and cozy and so flavorful. My friends over at Good Cook are also helping me out today. They've sent me the coolest apple slicer, and I'm telling you, this thing will cut your apple pie prep time in half. Head to goodcook.com for the full recipe. Let's get baking. So a normal apple pie almost always has cinnamon, so we're definitely adding that. But my favorite little hint of something special is to add a blend of chai spice. I think chai is so underrated. People are all about pumpkin spice, but chai can be just as cozy and warm. So in a chai spice blend, you've got ground ginger, cinnamon, a little bit of ground cloves, cardamom, and allspice, and they all blend together for this warm, rich aroma. So the first step to getting our pie going is to roll out this first disc of pie dough. You can totally grab this recipe on thegoodcook.com. It's with the full recipe. I usually just do a few rolls front, a few rolls back, and then you want to just keep turning your pie dough disc so that everything is rolling out evenly. And I know it might seem daunting to just lift her up and go right into the pie pan, so I'm gonna show you a little trick that will make your life a bit easier. So what you're gonna do is just roll the dough right onto the rolling pin like this, and then grab your pan and just roll her on in. So we've rolled out our pie dough, it looks great. You've got a little bit of an overhang. Don't worry about trimming it up yet. We're gonna fill it with the apples first, so in the meantime, just place this in the fridge until we're ready to fill. Whenever I'm making pie at home, I love breaking out my Good Cook pie dish. It's perfect because the unglazed bottom helps your pie crust cook faster and everything is a bit more golden brown, which I love for pie. So the next step to our apple pie is just to get all of our apples peeled. To get all of our apples cut up super fast, I'm using my Good Cook apple slicer. With one push, you've got perfectly sliced apples with all the same thickness, which means your pie is going to cook super evenly. Just be sure your apple slicer is on a flat surface and give it a firm press. We've got all of our apples cut up, so now we're just gonna get all of our seasoning in for that chai spice. First going in is ginger. Next up, we've got some ground cloves, some nutmeg, a little bit of cardamom, and cinnamon. To balance out all of the sweetness, we're just gonna add in a pinch of kosher salt. And to give it some tang and also help balance that sugar, I like to put in orange and lemon zest. You're just gonna add in some fresh orange and lemon juice, some sugar going in next, and a little bit of flour. So just give everything a nice big toss and make sure everything is coated, those spices, the flour. This will help all of the flavor be super even in your pie. We've pulled our pie dough out of the fridge and now we're ready to fill her up with all of our apples. You're just gonna layer them on in there, make sure that they hit nice and evenly. All right, she's all filled and now all we have to do is just give her a lattice and she's good to go. Next thing you're going to do is just cut 10 equal strips to top our lattice with. So I always start down the middle. You just wanna make sure everything is even. Start with each strip one at a time. I like to start right in the middle, do one diagonal, one across. And then the next trick is just to keep them moving. So for our next strip, you just let one overlay and then put the next one right on and flip her back over. Just take your thumb and your index finger and go ahead and seal all around the edge. This pie pan's great because it's already fluted for you, but we just don't want any of those juices coming out. If you have some blemishes in your pie crust, have no fear because you can go ahead and put a cute little leaf on top and no one will ever know. I've got all my little leaves cut out. I'm just putting in a little bit of detail, and then with some egg wash, which is just an egg and milk, we're gonna brush everything before we put it in the oven. The egg wash helps keep your pie a nice golden brown color while it's baking. All you have to do now is bake your pie at 350 degrees for 50 to 60 minutes. Our pie is out of the oven. My house smells amazing. We're gonna crack into this thing so you can see just how golden and flaky it turned out. That crust is cooked all the way to the bottom. It's golden. You guys have got to make this fall. It is so delicious. For the full recipe, you can grab everything at goodcook.com. Thanks for baking with me.